Find Drake at... Alright, yeah. Apparently entering Arnian as Raven gets us something. There's Drake. I want to save my game just in case I screw something up with the side quest. So we'll do Drake first. Find Drake at the northwest. I see him right there. Master, so you were here in Arnian. Yes, but I regret that I must set out again quite soon. I've been waiting here so I could speak with you, Yuri Lowell. Huh? Me? I would like you to return to the Imperial Knights and provide support for Commandant Flynn. Support for Flynn? Return to the Knights? You've got to be kidding me. I've always thought that the Imperial Knights let a very precious asset go when they lost you. Master Drake, flatter me all you like, but it's not going to change my mind. It's not flattery. I'm being sincere. What do you say? I'm sorry, but even if you offered to make me Commandant, of course you'd be starting off as an apprentice, but with your abilities, you'd make Captain in no time. Take this armor. I don't want it. With Flynn as Commandant, the Knights will change for the better. Still, you are not interested. With that stuffy spoil sport as Commandant? No thanks. Oh, Yuri, Master, please accept my apology on Yuri's behalf. Commandant Flynn, huh? I can't say it doesn't have a nice ring to it. Ah, certified soldier, of course. So enter Arnie and you will get... Raven does not have 100 skills, so I don't have the Shining Star. I already have that title in general, so it's fine. We could check that off because I have the Shining Star, but basically having 100 skills gets you that. I'm not really complaining about the fact that we have a ton of side quests to do, but like part of me is like I really thought we would get Vesperia done this week, but I don't know. It depends on Tarkaron. We'll see what happens, honestly. I'm not holding out promises. In Arnian, if you have done a Stealth Teacher Part 5, talk to Drake at the northeast for Flynn's ideal Commandant title. So Drake should be... Oh, do I have to leave and come back because Drake was already here? That would make sense, honestly. Try again. This is a Stealth Teacher Part 6. Never mind, this is just a title for Flynn. Northeast has to be here. You would think. Yeah, perfect. Have you been well, Flynn? Yes, Master Drake. Did you hear that Master Yoda recommended you to be promoted to Commandant the other day? No, I did not. I see. Well, it won't be long before you are officially appointed to the post. Well, ain't that something? Congratulations. It's a little soon for celebrations. I have offered a proposition of my own to His Highness. I asked he consider revising the rank of Commandant itself. How did you say that? The rank of Commandant is such a heavy burden to bear, and its powers invites corruption. Like what happened with Alexei. You are still quite young, Flynn. I fear you would have difficulty managing such power. I'm sure Flynn can handle it. I mean, Alexei was a terrible Commandant, but I mean, Flynn has what it takes. Do you want the Commandant's authority to be reduced? Indeed. I don't care one way or another if that happens. I don't need power to make my dreams a reality. I need people who believe in the same goal. If enough people share my hopes, the world will change. You and Master Yoda are both so naive. You spurned my advice, saying that you gave no reason to worry. His Highness said that? It seems His Highness sympathizes with your ideals. I suppose both the Empire and the Knights will need me here to advise them for longer yet. Just sip your tea and let the younger generation do their work, old man. Who says that? Yuri! Master Drake, the Knights and the Empire are very grateful for your esteemed opinions. Indeed. Here, take this. Hey, here, this is from me. Oh my goodness, my reading. Are you sure, Master Drake? Yes, in a short while you will be Commandant. Wear that to your ordination. Thank you very much, Master Drake. Why don't you try it on, Flynn? Right now? Yes. Yeah, that's the title I have. I'm not really a fan. Huh. He looks very dashing, doesn't he, Yuri? You say so. Commandant or no, you are still inexperienced. You must remember to keep constant vigilance. Yes, sir. Then farewell. What a self-important old geezer. He's got some nerve preaching to the heir of the imperial throne. Well, he is a man of great authority. He is a truly loyal knight who has devoted his entire life to the Empire. Though he's no longer officially a knight, he could put anyone in their place with just a glance. Everyone listens when he speaks. Old farts who forget they're old are the worst. Reminds me of a certain grandpa in the lower quarter. After all is said and done, he does understand us and respect our will. He continues to offer guidance. He's not exactly full of hot air forcing us to do his bidding. You're telling me he's really a big softy at heart? Yes, I'm sure of it. I can only hope that one day I'll be half the knight he was, a knight of the Empire and its people. Ah, ideal commandant. I already had it. Alright, that's done. After that, we can do part 6 at the northeast. That gives us an Estelle title. I want to get rid of this. I'm not really a fan of the costume. Oh, you speak with Drake, with Raven as the on-screen character. Okay. Just keep entering and leaving Onion. Love it. Probably in the same place. Master. Princess, you look well. You've grown into a strong young woman. I'm sure you've seen many amazing things so far on your journey. Yes, I have. Master, I have so much to tell you. Recently, I saw the sea. It was so amazing. I heard about it in stories, but it was even bigger than I thought. That's not all. We took a ship onto the sea, and there was water in every direction, no matter where we looked. And then we went to a nightmarish desert with nothing but sand for it, as far as the eye could see. The sunshine was so hot, it was unreal. And then there was a dreamlike city floating in the sky. And then... all of those were new experiences for you, weren't they? Yes, I'm ashamed of how little I knew of the world outside the castle. You still have much left to see. Don't let your journey end yet. Yes, I'd like to see and learn many, many more things in the world as a member of the Imperial family. Long ago, the Emperor's brother organized a Regent Expeditionary Force to explore the world and maintain peace in the Empire. Seeing you now, it's as if I'm looking into the eyes of His Highness Reagan himself. Thank you. Master. Make sure that you follow the right path. That is my true duty as your subject, Princess. Thank you. Ah, worldly adventurer. Is she as good of an adventurer as Justin? That's the real question. Is she as good an adventurer as Justin? She's gotta be, surely. Alright, well, that's done. Next, we have to leave again, because all these side quests involve Arnian and talking to the same person. We gotta set Raven to the on-screen character and talk to Drake. And we'll probably hit up a name called Banda after this. Play some poker. I do want to dive into that a bit. What's up? Is this a Barrier Blastia 2? It's not activated, but... oh, did I activate the wrong thing? Even if it's not working, maybe they want to leave it here as a symbol of protection for the city. Think I figured it out? Oh, what did you figure out? Why I like Blastia, that is. For me, Blastia are like my brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters? I didn't have a father while I was growing up, and my mother died when I was young too. Blastia were always with me, even when no one else was. So that's what you mean by brothers and sisters. That makes sense. And my knowledge of Blastia developed and grew as I did. Maybe that's why I always felt so close to them, and why I got so mad when they were broken. I'll have to be saying goodbye to all those Blastia soon. Brothers and sisters can't be together with you forever. Someday you have to leave them behind and move on. Someday, you say. When you find someone who's even more important to you. But just because you're separated from them, that doesn't mean that the important link you have with them is broken. Maybe you're right. And just because you're apart, that doesn't mean that you have to forget how important they are or how much you love them. Estelle, Judith, and Vita, you found a lot of people who care about you very much, isn't that right? Huh, you still got a long way to go before you're as good as the Blastia. A long way to go. Apparently so. You're terrible, Rita. This is how you repay my love, you shrew. You're so annoying, and you're the worst of all, old man. Maybe someday Rita will learn how to take affection gracefully. I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's so bad. I mean, I think that's one of her cutest traits. Honestly, I like it. It fits Rita. I don't know what that was part of, but whatever. Game. All this laziness can't be good for you, Schwan. Aren't your skills getting a bit rusty? How rude. My name isn't even Schwan, and my skills aren't getting rusty, tarnished, or anything. And perhaps you'd be willing to go around? Oh, you want to rumble? Okay. I surrender. That was quite a match. You don't have to surrender to think that Schwan All-Terrain could be bested by an old codger like myself. I told you I'm not Schwan. Well then, have it your way. Alexei was a very capable man, but he was too single-minded and lacked personal magnetism. I'll bet that wouldn't even be the news to the former commandant himself. In contrast, Schwan had a very human personality. He was made of the right stuff to lead others. Oh yeah? Because he was such a born leader, there was something that I wished to pass on to him. But if he's died, then I have no one to give it to. Oh, like Yuri's just like, oh dude, just take it. What's the thing you wanted to pass on to him? The Imperial Knight's strongest arcane art. The technique that was used to wipe out so many monsters at once in the Great War. Wow, really? Besides Schwan, there was no one else in the Imperial Knights worthy of carrying on this legacy. I may end up taking it with me to the grave. Doesn't bother you that such an amazing technique would disappear from this world? Regardless, I'm not Schwan after all, so... I must reveal the truth. I am Schwan's brother. Sheesh, do you really expect me to believe that tripe? So I'm asking you, old man, would you pass that technique on to me in place of my dear brother? Alright, Raven was it? I shall bestow you with the Imperial Knight's strongest arcane art in place of your brother. Make us proud. Yes, sir. I hope I don't have anything to worry about. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeesh, wouldn't it be a lot easier to just drop this whole Raven thing? What do you mean? After all, I'm Raven. Who's this Schwan guy anyway? Oh, Raven, I love you. You're hilarious. Well, it's not like I care either way. Alright, well, Vanjie lost. Hold up. Now I can do this. That doesn't make any sense. Maria, I'll be back. Going off and naming Blastia whenever she wants to. I think it's a very cute name. Alright, I guess I can do that now. Alright, well... Did I have to examine that exact part? So I guess I can do Brionac now? So weird. Name it Maria. Lastly, rest at the inn for a scene with Kaufman. So we should finish that up. I guess we can do that now? It's so weird. I don't know why it didn't work before. You probably had to examine that exact spot. I keep forgetting how to rest at the inn in Arnian. You're still reading that book? Didn't I see this? I've just gotten to a really good part. Oh, your dad was a really great man, Judith. Oh, this wasn't. Why do you say that? Hermes had already deduced how elemental spirit conversion could be used. Yes, it's not hard to believe that someone as smart as he would have been able to accomplish that. But not as someone to use for the disasters that we're facing now, but rather as a possibility for the far, far off future. Long after humans have been wiped out, and probably after the Antilochaea themselves are gone from the world. When the planet Terca Lumere is approaching the twilight years of its life, all air on the planet will undergo spirit conversion through mana. Right now, quite unexpectedly, spirit conversion is being done by human hands, even though people in the world itself aren't ready for it to happen. Now we have to find a way to continue to do all of those things. Those things that people have used Blastia and air for so long to do that they take them for granted. Yes, but this book goes into great depth about the intricacies of air. If I use this and what I know to do some experiments with elemental spirits, I might be able to come up with a method of creating a new type of Blastia, one that doesn't use air. Really? His formulas are a little complicated, but I think I'd like to give them a try. A high output model like a barrier Blastia might be impossible, but anything is better than nothing, right? Yes, of course. I'm sure you'll be able to do it, Rita. I'm so impatient to get started. Maybe I'll try an experiment or two right now. No, don't rush. We all have to stay in tip-top shape for the battles ahead, you know? Yeah. Oh, good night. Alright, maybe some sleep might be nice. Alright, that was a nice scene. I love Judith and Estelle's... Not Judith and Estelle. Judith and Rita's relationship in the side quest. I wish it was more throughout the main story, but you know, it'd be that way. Was that the scene? I can't tell if that was it. It says a scene with Kaufman, but that was not Kaufman. I might have screwed up the Brianak after all. Who cares? If I don't get Brianak done, it's fine. Anyway... Man, take... It's Guild Part 7. We're not doing... I don't think we're gonna do Guild Quest Part 7. Alright, we are almost done, actually. So... Alright, we could do the Cowboy. Might want to do that right now. I'm trying to think, what can I do here? Alright, we are almost done. We could probably get all this done now. I really want to go to Name Kobanda, though. We're gonna hit up Mantake, do the Cowboy really quick, and then we'll do Name Kobanda. And do some stuff there. Do you really want to fight Sword Dancer? But then we have Gigantos. Like, the side quests we're gonna get done, but Gigantos we might not. So that's the parts, like, I'm not sure if we're gonna get that done. Just get this Cowboy thing over with. I think this is the final part. Yeah, this is the final part. Thank goodness. Hey there, welcome to the Cow's Mansion. Mansion? I don't see a building anywhere. Come on, Flatty, you're missing the forest for the trees. You gotta look at the big picture. You dig? I hate this cow so much. Now it's time for everyone's favorite tradition. That's right, it's item exchange time. Since when was this everyone's favorite tradition? Details, details. That's how you want something, right? You don't need to be so blunt, you're right though. Today's item du jour is gonna be knock your socks off. That sounds like it'd be the sort of thing we wouldn't even have. If you don't have it, you can just make it for me. That should be fun. And now to announce the item to du jour, da-dum. It's a Silver Edge plus 1A. So then, whenever you're ready, I don't think I have that. That's a pretty fancy item to be asking for. Well, then it may help to know something. I feel like this will be the last item. You could call it a cow's 6th sense, perhaps. So then, will you, won't you, don't you, do you, don't you, what? Yeah, I don't have it. Alright, I'm gonna have to come back. I'll be back, cow. Just gotta synthesize that. Silver's Edge. Dude, I better get something good for this. Silver's Edge plus 1 alpha. I don't know if that's a Yuri weapon or a, I straight up don't know what weapon that is. I have no clue what that weapon's part of. Could be a bow? I'm gonna be honest, if I don't get this cow part done, that's fine. It's not really the least of my worries. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that now. The cowboy is the least of my concerns when it comes to that. Alright, let me take a quick look and see what we have to do. Side quest wise. Of what I'm worried about. We have to go to Name Kobanda. I'm gonna do some stuff there. We're gonna do a side quest for Rita's title while we're there. Also game so no monsters encounter me. We're gonna do that. We have to do Guild Quest Part 7. That's the final part. And then Guild Quest, yeah. Guild Quest Part 7 and then the Guild, and then there's like a scene after it. After Guild Quest Part 7, there's a side quest in Halor to get Rita, something for Rita. And then there's a scene. We can go to Renisalo Hollow, which is where the graves are, or Reloise Hollow for a scene itself. The two scenes in the Hollow areas, I'm gonna do last. I'm gonna worry about those later, and the Guild Quest. But right now, I really want to go to Name Kobanda.